Now, the COVID-19 pandemic continues to wreak havoc across many nations, and reports indicate that the death toll from COVID-19 has now surged over 3 million, making it one of the deadliest pandemics in many years. And the question, of course, remains is, can humanity be vaccinated fast enough to prevent more deaths? The answer, unfortunately, at this point of time, looks to be pretty grim. Now, according to a report by Bloomberg on basis of current vaccinations across the world, it could take at least about 22 months for global population to be inoculated, while for individual countries, the timelines vary significantly. The United States, of course, leads the pack with over 3 million vaccinations a day and is projected to cover all of its citizens in a span of just about 3 months. While the United Kingdom, which kick-started the vaccination drive, is expected to finish its vaccinations in a span of 5 months. The European Union could take as much as about a year to complete its drive, whereas India, with the world's second largest population, could take at least about 2 years to achieve full inoculation. However, there are countries such as Pakistan, Bangladesh and Iran that could take as much as about 10 years to vaccinate their citizens at the current pace. Now, for India, which has one of the highest population densities in the world, the second COVID wave is presenting an even bigger challenge than the first one. For the first time, India has reported over 100,000 cases in a span of a single day. Night curfew, interestingly, has been imposed in India's national capital, New Delhi, and also in India's financial nerve centre, Mumbai. Now, even the Indian government's policy advisory body, Niti Aayog, has said that the situation of the pandemic has actually worsened over the course of the last few weeks.
राइज हुई एक वेव की तो ये भी आपने नोटिस किया है, आपने लिखा भी है कि इस बार की ये जो स्पीड है वो पिछली बार की स्पीड से ज्यादा है। यह हमें मालूम है।
Now, the Indian government has also warned against complacency after inoculation and has responded to questions about opening up vaccination for all, saying that there are no studies to indicate that vaccines can actually help attain herd immunity, saying that the objective is only to reduce fatalities and to protect healthcare system.
उन लोगों ने भी बहुत विमर्श किया है, उन्होंने भी सोचा समझा है, उन्होंने भी विज्ञान को देखा है। जब भी आप इस प्रकार का टीकाकरण करते हैं किसी महामारी में, तो आपका मुख्य उद्देश्य ये होता है कि आप मृत्यु से बचें। हमने आपको दिखाया कि अन्य पाश्चात्य देशों में, इन द वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज, मोर डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज, द नंबर ऑफ डेथ इज सिग्निफिकेंटली हायर देन इंडिया. सो द बेसिक एम इज टू रिड्यूस डेथ थ्रू वैक्सीनेशन. व्हाट इज द अदर एम? द अदर एम इज टू प्रोटेक्ट योर हेल्थ केयर सिस्टम.
Now, India, despite its large population, has been clocking one of the highest number of vaccinations on a daily basis. On Monday, a record 4.3 million doses of the vaccine were administered, which happened to be the highest in the world. However, delivering 1 billion plus vaccines to stop the spread of COVID-19 will be a huge logistical challenge that's undertaken. But remember, India, because of the vaccination drives that it has conducted over the course of the last several decades against polio and many other diseases, is actually in a good position to actually carry out this vaccination drive as well. Now, amidst all the gloom, India has still, of course, managed to report the lowest number of deaths per million. However, there are countries like France and Brazil where the challenge is even more acute, with both nations having run out of hospital beds. Now, France, which happens to be a first world country, remember, is facing a very dire situation in containing the spread of COVID-19. It's now entered into its third lockdown to curb the surge in cases, while Brazil has been struggling to find space to bury its dead. It's been over a year since COVID-19 spread its tentacles beyond China, and the world is struggling to still tackle the virus, with many countries reporting fresh outbreaks. And it is quite unlikely that the world will be able to return to the old normal in the foreseeable future. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.